everyone. So today I want to talk about something that a lot of people have done, probably. I know, I've seen a few videos. And that is spoilers. They're everywhere. Now me personally, I don't really like spoilers because I like to experience things for myself. And as someone who likes storytelling, spoilers, they often ruin things for me. And I remember one time I was watching a finale of a show and my mom, she had called me and she had just seen the episode. And it was the finale of the show. And my mom, she called me and I was like, don't tell me anything. And then she just went and told me, she was like, oh, that character died. And I was like, Mom, how could you? And she was like, oh, it's not a big deal, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, well, it's a big deal to me. I mean, it turns out that character wasn't actually dead. They were faking it. But still, you know, regardless of whether or not that character was dead or not, you know, it's still something I didn't want to know. I want to experience for myself. You know, I don't want anyone to spoil it for me. And there, you know, there are some people who like I want to be prepared. You know, that's fine. But you know, me, I like to be surprised because that's really what I think storytelling is all about, the surprise of the whole story. I mean, if you're someone who likes storytelling as much as I do, you know that spoilers can really ruin a story. It can ruin the whole feel of everything, especially on Tumblr, because, you know, if you're on Tumblr, you can't avoid spoilers a lot of the time. I mean, you can. I don't follow anybody on Tumblr. You never know when someone's gonna spoil something, and some people, they don't even tag their spoilers. So that's why I don't follow anybody. That, and I don't like the clutter. It's very annoying. So I just bookmark a few blogs and some track tags, and I'm good to go. And at least then I have a choice of whether or not to go to those blogs anymore. And you know, sometimes Tumblr, you can't avoid spoilers even if you don't follow anybody, because it's bad enough when people spoil things and you're not looking for it, but when like the whole, you know, that sidebar where people sometimes draw fan art of whatever, something they're watching, sometimes that can spoil things. Like, you're not safe anywhere. Very recently I was watching a show and they spoiled a character's death. I mean, it was a minor character, it was like a guest star, but still their death was very important to the direction of the episode, and they spoiled it in a promo on the day the episode aired, and I was like, why can't people just let things be a surprise anymore? Like, why does everyone have to spoil everything? And you know, that same show, they also spoiled, because you know sometimes they have like the sneak peeks of a show before it airs. They had a sneak peek. I didn't watch it, but I saw a picture of it, and there was a character, they were very upset, and like they were like in the thumbnail. But I didn't click on it. And then I watched that episode from the thumbnail on the day it aired, and I figured out why that character looked so sad. And it turns out they spoiled that part of the episode in the sneak peek a few days before. And I was like, why is this a sneak peek? This is not how you hype up an episode. And people overhype things in general, but that's a topic for another video. But yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why are you gonna spoil something that big in a sneak peek? Like, sneak peeks, I think, if you're gonna watch them, they should just be like the characters, like, sitting around talking about nothing for that part of the episode, because the sneak peek is supposed to excite you, but you shouldn't give things away at the same time. Or, you know, you can just, like, not watch it. That's what I did. And of course, you know, it's not just people on Tumblr that are giving stuff away. It's like the official page of whatever fandom that is. It can be the actors themselves, you know, sometimes they can spoil things. Even the promo stills, you know, the pictures they take of the movie or episode, they can give stuff away too. If you look very carefully. So every time there's new promo stills, like, you know, of course, you know, I'm excited because, you know, I like seeing that, but, you know, I don't like to look too deeply into it, because there are some people that will like overanalyze everything. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I know you're excited, but you probably shouldn't do that. Like, I don't recommend it. Because like those people, you know the ones who are like, they show a promo of something, a movie or a TV show, they take one frame of that and they overanalyze it like crazy. It's just not a good idea. I mean, personally, I understand why people do that. It's part of the overhyping, which, like I said, I'll talk about in another video, but yeah. That's why people end up disappointed, I think, because they overanalyze that one small frame and they come up with like a million theories, and like when the actual thing happens, it's just like, ah, that was it? And I'm just like, yeah, that's what you get for overanalyzing that thing. Just watch the promo one time and like don't think about it for the rest of the week. But like I said, I understand, you know, they're excited. I understand that feeling very well. But yeah, between all the mess of, you know, social media and the internet, you know, it's really hard to avoid spoilers. But you know, you can, for the most part, avoid them if you try these few things, like unfollow everybody on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram. Unfollow everyone, unfollow their dog, their cat, everyone. Just unfollow everybody, just don't look at anything. The second thing you can do, especially speaking of social media, is to not go on Twitter. Like especially, I think a movie you can avoid it because, you know, people don't really trend things in movies. But TV shows, people do that. And sometimes if a character is really popular, they will put the hashtag RIP that character. You know, you spoiled it for yourself. So if you don't have the willpower to get off Twitter, try not to look at the trending topics because, you know, you might spoil yourself. That's what you can do. And the third thing you can do is, the third thing you can do is you can set your homepage. I don't know if this works in Safari, but I use Google Chrome and Firefox. And what I do is the homepage setting, I put about blank, and nothing comes up when I put that there. It's just a blank page. And also you can also disable like recommended articles too on your computer. I forgot how to do it, but there's a way to do it. So even some articles can spoil things. I don't know how to do it on my phone, but there was an article of something on Google Chrome, because I was on it for some reason, I forgot why. They had an article of a movie I wanted to watch, and I still want to watch it. And they had the title, and you know, I didn't even read past the movie title. I was like, you know, I'm gonna close this, I'm gonna avoid this because I know they're gonna probably spoil something, and even if they don't, it doesn't matter because I am not looking at this. The fourth thing you can do is to not watch any sneak peeks. I promise you, you'll see the sneak peek in the movie or TV show anyway, so I don't know why you need to watch it. And also, sometimes, like I said before, they can spoil things in the sneak peek itself. The fifth thing you can do is you can get off your phone. You know, get off I mean, you don't have to get off your phone, but you know, you can at least get off Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and just, you know, just go to Pinterest and look up some food recipes. I don't know, because at least that way, for sure, you will not see any spoilers on Pinterest unless you follow people. It's like Pinterest applies to the same thing I said before. Unfollow everybody until you've seen it. And you know, just go outside, read a book, you know, talk to your friends. Because, you know, there are ways to avoid a spoiler if you try really hard. I'm not even someone who likes to read the reviews of things because I actually like to decide things for myself. I don't want anyone to affect my judgment in any way. And that's really hard. For me personally, it's really hard when I look at reviews. So yeah, spoilers, they just ruin everything for me. People, just let things be a surprise. You don't have to spoil everything. Like, I know you're excited, but there's a time and place for everything. I hope this helped you in some way. You know, maybe you probably do the same things I do on how to avoid them. I mean, unless you do something different, you can let me know in the comments because the comments are a very lonely place and we could use more people here. So let me know. And also you can let me know, do you like spoilers? Do you like to look at all of them? Or are you just someone like me who likes to keep things a surprise? You can let me know that too. So yeah, that was today's video. I hope you guys are having a good day today. And I will see you next time. Bye!